Hello everyone, welcome to my class on the YouTube platform. My name is Arifa Zahir, and in today's class we are going to discuss how to write the introduction of an essay IELTS Writing Task 2. So let's begin with the class. Now, before I begin, I would like to tell you something about myself. Both my Telegram and Instagram handle are exactly the same, IELTS with Arifa, IELTS WITHARIFA. Now, a little bit more about what I do and why I'm here. My name is Arifa Zahir. I'm the founder of British English Trainers. This is my institute, and I have completed my Masters in English and CELTA from Cambridge University. I have an experience of more than a decade in teaching and training IELTS students and tutors. Also, I began my career as an IELTS administrator, so that experience counts too. And at BET, which is my institute, we provide training for IELTS, TOEFL, PT, GRE Verbal, General and Communicative English, and also provide assistance in writing the statement of purpose. Our students are placed all around the world, especially in countries like New Zealand, Canada, the United Kingdom, the United States of America, and of course, Australia, and many more. So, without much ado, let's begin with today's class. This is how our Telegram link looks like. IELTS with Arifa channel, And if you'd like to locate us on Facebook, look for British English Trainers, and on Instagram, IELTS with Arifa again. So yes, today's class is on the IELTS introduction essay introduction, writing task 2. Now, when do we do the writing task 2 in the IELTS examination? We do the writing task 2 in the IELTS examination after we are done with the listening, the reading, and the writing task 1. Just to give you a quick idea about how the examination goes, the listening is for 30 minutes and 10 minutes is the transfer time. After the 30 minutes, reading is a complete examination for an hour of an hour, and you'll have to transfer your answers from the question paper to the answer sheet during that time. And writing task 1 comes after the reading. Of course, writing task 1 and 2 are the part of the same question paper, But writing task 1, generally, you should not be spending more than 20 minutes on it, and writing task 2, at least 40 minutes. So, my dear students, my dear friends, whoever is watching this video, do not make the mistake of spending a lot of time doing writing task 1. Remember one thing, it does not hold as much weightage as the writing task 2. And let me assure you, with practice and with proper guidance, writing task 1 can be finished within 12 to 13 minutes itself. Post that, you should be spending your time in proofreading it, in revising. That means looking for errors in writing task 1. Now, writing task 2. So let's begin. Now, writing task 2, you need to write minimum 250 words. And understand that the 250 words that you would be spending on writing that essay should be minimum 250, not maximum. Minimum 250 means you can also write up to 275, 280, depending on how much you'd like to explain. So your query in regard to that has been addressed right at the beginning. Now, we've got 5 types of essays, which are very categorically, let's say 5 different types, which generally come in the IELTS examination. So we begin with the opinion essay, agree or disagree. Then it's followed by the advantages and disadvantages essay. Subsequently by problem and solution essay, discuss both the views, and the 2-part question essay. Now, it's very important to understand out here that agree or disagree is not the only opinion essay that we write. We also write the opinion in regard to the advantages and disadvantages. You could get a question like, what are the advantages and disadvantages in regard to watching television for kids, and also give your opinion. So right there, you've got an opinion essay there too. You write the advantages and disadvantages and also give your opinion. Now, Does the problem and solution also have an opinion? Now, that depends on the question. Generally, problem and solution directly are not opinion questions. So you would adhere to the problem and solution, a three-part essay introduction only. But if there is an underlying one, it could be a part of the question and you could address it in the body rather than addressing it in the introduction itself. The next one is discussion, discuss both the views. Yes, under discuss both the views, you could have an opinion with a very direct question again, discuss both the views and give your opinion. Now, these are the three types: agree, disagree, advantage, disadvantages, and discussion, where the opinion is quite direct and you could get a question which asks you for your opinion. But for problem and solution and two-part question, it depends completely on what the question is asking you to do. And generally, these are not directly opinion questions. So we could say that a three-part introduction would be the best one for these type of questions, and a four-part introduction would be the best for opinion questions, opinion IELTS essay questions. Now, what is a four-part introduction? Let's have a look, students. The essay in stages for all of you. The four-part introduction essay is generally nothing but an addition of an opinion statement of the idea about which side do you belong to when it comes to that particular essay question. And that is called the thesis statement. Right here, the thesis statement is the extra bit which is a part of the opinion essay. Let's have a look at all the four aspects of the IELTS essay introduction opinion essay. Now, the general statement, paraphrase the question, are then followed by the thesis statement and then the outline statement. We are going to have a look at each of the given in complete detail and then understand it and then use it in completion. So let's have a look. The general statement is a neutral statement. Let's try to analyze the four-part introductions aspect with the help of a sample question. The leaders or directors of organizations are often older people, but some people think that the young people can also take charge of this post. To what extent do you agree or disagree? Opinion question. Now, how do we write a general statement? A general statement is generally the first statement in an essay, and that means it needs to be, it needs to hold a lot of, weightage in terms, in the manner that it should be a neutral statement. It should not be taking any sides. It should almost be like a lead-in statement, which is going to be further explained in the subsequent lines in the other parts of the essay. Let's have a look at why it is important and how it should be done. A general statement does three things. It introduces the topic, it hooks the reader's attention, it tells the reader why the topic should be discussed. The very first essay, the very first sentence of any task 2 essay should be a general statement that provides an overview of the topic. This is essential because it tells the reader, your examiner, that you've understood the question and you are now ready to answer it in detail in the subsequent paragraphs. A general statement can be achieved by the given three methods. Method 1, state why the topic is important. You could use this strategy. That means you could talk about in terms of why the topic is important in the general statement. Again, a quick reminder, a quick disclaimer. Keep the general statement neutral. Next, talk about a recent development that impacts the topic. Third, talk about what impact the topic plays on our daily lives or society. Now, these are the three different ways in which you could write your general statement. If you'd like to understand this in a clearer manner, have a look at the next slide. Right here you can see that we've got a general statement, a neutral statement, the ability of an individual to make complex decisions which give expected favorable results are dominated by the age factor, not only in our personal lives but also at our workplaces. Now, interestingly, if you look at the question, it does not talk about personal lives and also workplaces. It does touch upon these ideas, but in a very general way, not very direct. That means this particularly falls under the category of method 3. Talk about what impact the topic plays on our daily lives or society. So, very clear to understand. I hope you will also be able to write your general statement in a similar manner. Now, let's look at the paraphrasing of the question. Now, why is the paraphrasing important? In this slide, we are not only going to talk about what paraphrase is, but also why it holds so much importance in the IELTS examination. Paraphrasing is an essential IELTS skill. Now, you do not need paraphrasing only for the writing examination. You would require it for speaking, for listening, and for reading. Before we do that, before we understand that, let's look at what is the actual meaning of paraphrasing. Paraphrasing is simply rewriting a phrase or a sentence so that it has the same meaning but with different words. Paraphrasing is one of the most important skills to learn before you do your IELTS test. In writing, it's important because it helps you to write, the question in your own words, displaying to the examiner that you are aware of what the question is asking from you, and also you are able to show grammatical expertise, vocabulary, and also cohesion and coherence. Now, in other words, if you know how to paraphrase, you're more likely to get the score you need. Another thing that you need to remember is paraphrasing can be achieved in two ways. Firstly, you can achieve paraphrasing by writing the keywords in a different manner, either by describing it or writing the synonyms. The other way in which paraphrasing can be achieved is with the synonyms and keywords, changing the sentence structure of the question. Can you achieve both of these together? Of course you can, my dear students. The mental processes required to paraphrase will also help you to fully understand the question, and this is one of the reasons why students are advised to begin all of their answers in the writing test by paraphrasing the question. This becomes immensely important and very helpful because as you become more confident with paraphrasing the question, you also become better in being able to understand what the questions in the reading are trying to imply, how to change the keywords in the speaking examination. So with practice, the speed becomes better and you become more efficient. Next, let's have a look at some keywords which have been changed in the question and then use it to paraphrase our question. Some people picked up from the question can be used as certain demographics of the society, certain individuals, some individuals. Think could be opinion, belief. Young people could be youngsters, the youth. Take charge of this course could be showcasing leadership quality. And organization could be substituted with the use of words like company, companies, institutes. Now, let's have a look at how this particular question has been paraphrased. It has been observed that certain demographics of the society are of the opinion that youngsters are more adaptable to changes and use skillful methodologies, including modern aids, when it comes to showcasing leadership qualities. Now, you can clearly understand right out here that the exact keywords have not been used. They've been substituted with the help of synonyms. Certain words have been described, and in certain cases, the same words have been used. This is a quick advice. You do not need to change each and every word in the question. Certain words can remain the same, but try changing as many words as possible, but don't make it look forced. Next comes the thesis statement. Now, this is the key to a good opinion essay, to good IELTS essay introduction opinion essay. Now, what is a thesis statement? A thesis statement is the most important sentence in the IELTS writing task to answer. It is contained in the introduction, and each introduction should have one along with a paraphrase of the question and an outline statement. Don't worry, we'll be discussing about the outline statement after this. This sentence makes it absolutely clear to the examiner about how you feel about the question. The rest of your essay should support this statement. It tells the examiner that student has understood the question and it will lead to a clearer, more coherent essay. For example, if you agree, the essay should support why you agree with the given perspective. Similarly, disagree, similarly, partially agree, and partially disagree. Let's have a look at how the thesis statement is written for this question and understand this in a better manner. The thesis and outline generally could be different in the sense one sentence for thesis and one statement for outline statement. Sometimes they could overlap. The outline could be written before and then the thesis. In any way, in any manner, whatever manner it is written, I'm going to help you understand it and also analyze which aspect is the thesis statement and which aspect is the outline statement. I completely agree, disagree with the given statement is your thesis statement. If you would have said, I completely partially agree, partially disagree, that too could have been your thesis statement. And the reasons for the given perspective will be discussed in the subsequent paragraphs, would be your outline statement. An outline statement is generally a statement which tells the examiner what is going to be written in the subsequent paragraphs, in the following paragraphs. Now let us have a look at the introduction in complete detail. Please understand that both thesis and outline statement can overlap, can be written together. The outline can come first and the thesis can come after that. But the idea is you have to write them. The ability of an individual to make complex decisions which give expected favorable results are dominated by the age factor, not only in our personal lives but also at our workplaces. It has been observed that certain demographics of the society are of the opinion that youngsters are more adaptable to changes and use skillful methodologies, including modern aids, when it comes to showcasing leadership qualities. I completely agree, disagree with the given statement, and the reasons for the given perspective will be discussed in the subsequent paragraphs. So there it is, the complete introduction. I have color-coded it for you to understand each part clearly. So we've got the general statement, we've got the paraphrasing, we've got the thesis statement, and we've got the outline statement. So I hope all of this is absolutely clear to all of you. And today you've learned how to write the introduction to an IELTS essay, writing task 2, opinion essay. Remember, you need to have a 4-part introduction in the case of an opinion essay. For any other clarification in regard to these type of essays, you can put your comments in the comment boxes below. And do not forget to like, share and subscribe if you have not already done so. And let me tell you other ways in which you can follow us and get to know more about our courses, the fee structure, and also on which days they are conducted. To know more about us, follow me on Instagram under IELTS with Arifa, Telegram, again IELTS with Arifa, Facebook, look for us at British English Trainers, that's my institute's name, and you all are already on YouTube. I would request you to like, share and subscribe to my channel Arifa Zahir. Thank you and have a good day.